Hello everyone. Today we'll start looking at the charge controller board. This is the TP46. This is the charge controller itself. There are also two other micro assemblies here. One is the protection and the other is the transistor assembly. Let's first look at the TP42556. And first let's take a look at this chip in general. In case you didn't know, the micro assembly has two additional pins. One connected to ground called temp and the other connected to positive, CE. I think many people don't know what they are for or how they can be used. Let's start with the temp pin. This is the temperature. If you connect a thermistor, a temperature sensor, so to speak, you can measure the battery's temperature and depending on its state, turn off the battery if the temperature is very low or if very high. If the sensor is not available, then this pin is connected to the ground wire, which is what is done on these boards. SE is the digital control pin of the charge controller. If a logic high is applied to it, the charge controller starts working. If you apply a logical 0, it turns off. Where can this be applied? You can add an additional circuit. Typically, it's built around a single transistor connected to the output to monitor whether a load is connected or not, viscor or not. If there's no load, the controller goes into power down mode and its current consumption is minimal, about 100 amps, some milliamps. If a load is connected, these transistors automatically sends a feedback signal to the back signal, the Ashi pin, triggering the controller. This isn't the PWM controller. It's a linear controller, and it starts charging the battery. In Chinese modules that simplify the circuit, this pin is connected to positive. This is, so to speak, a logical high, and the TP4056 controller is always running, although its idle current isn't that high. The next two pins are number 6 and 7. LEDs are connected to them via current limiting resistors. Preferably, they should have different colors, for example, red and green or red and blue, so that they indicate the controller's operating modes. Pins 4 and 3 are used to connect the power supply. 4 is the positive power input, 3 is the common wire, and also one of the main pins labeled prox. This is pin number 2. If you look at the diagram, you'll see a resistor connected to it, marked with an asterisk. This resistor programs the controller for its main mode, the charging current. It can be changed. Below is a table that makes it easy to understand which current corresponds to which resistor. And also one more main pin. Number 5, labeled BAT, is the battery. The battery itself, which we will be charging, is connected here. Now, back to the board. There are variations. Mine is called the HW373. There are boards without protection. Then it has 2 terminals at the input, like mine, and only 2 terminals at the output. Here, there are 4 terminals at the output. 2 are the battery itself, the battery is connected, and 2 are the output through the protective microcircuit, this one. Where are these controllers used? They're very convenient for charging various lithium-ion batteries, such as the 650 and similar ones. They can also be used to charge a cell phone and smartphone batteries. Well, that's all for now.